Ba ba ba. Okay, hey, YouTube. First YouTube live. There you are. Hello. I don't know if you can hear me. I think you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. There's 3 people here. Let me know if you can hear me. That'd be cool. My name is Henry Saha, and we are going to do a mindfulness session today. And we're going to be doing a mindfulness session on authenticity. So it is a pleasure to welcome you. And what I would suggest is to make yourself comfortable. I've got a chair with a back here. Make yourself comfortable. And when you are comfortable, just close your eyes softly. We are going to start with a definition of mindfulness, which is what we always do. We always start defining mindfulness, because every single moment is a fresh moment. Every single moment is another opportunity to reset, to reflect, to refresh. And no matter how your day has been going so far, whether it's been a wonderful start to the week or whether it's been a difficult start to the week, we can choose to turn over the page and start afresh whenever we want. So let's define mindfulness. Mindfulness means maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, our feelings, our bodily sensations, and our surrounding environment through a gentle and nurturing lens. Mindfulness also involves acceptance, meaning that we pay attention to our thoughts and feelings without judging them, without believing, for instance, that there is a right or a wrong way to think or feel in a given moment. When we practice mindfulness, our thoughts tune into what we're sensing in the present moment rather than rehashing the past or indeed imagining the future. So, if you haven't got yourself comfortable already, please take this opportunity to do so. Get yourself comfortable. You can be on a chair, you can be lying down, but if you are lying down, I encourage you to be aware that you may fall asleep, and we don't want you to fall asleep. I want you to stay aware. I want you to stay with me, okay? So get yourself comfortable, and when you're ready, close your eyes, okay? We're going to start with taking a few deep breaths in just a moment, okay? So breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in deeply And exhale completely. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last one together. Inhale. And exhale. And keep breathing softly, slightly slower than you normally would, slightly deeper than you normally would, and with a little bit more intention than you normally would. When we focus our attention on the breath, we bring our attention back to this present moment, this breath. This breath is the only breath that matters. This moment is the only moment that matters. I want you to keep your attention on that inhale and that exhale. And notice when or if your mind wanders. It may wander to the past. It may wander to the future. It may wander to a whole host of things. And if it does, just remind yourself to bring your attention back to your breath. It is natural for the mind to wander. It is natural for thought to arise. Your mind isn't actually wandering anywhere, is it? All that's happening is thoughts or feelings are arising. So just use them as a signpost, if you like, to return to the breath, or indeed return to my voice. Both of those are good. Of course, I cannot be with you at all times. So if possible, return yourself within yourself to your breath. The topic of today's session is authenticity. Authenticity. What comes to your mind? What thoughts arise when you hear the word authenticity? A funny one comes to my mind, which is certificate of authenticity. And I don't know why or where it comes from. Well, where it comes from is, maybe proving that something is real, like an autograph or a piece of memorabilia. And it would be important to prove that something is real if you weren't sure it was real, right? So that's one thought that comes to my mind. But what I'm really interested in, what I'm more interested in, is authenticity of being. Authenticity of you, of I. What does that mean? Wow. Here's a little definition for you. Authenticity is the quality of being genuine or real. The quality of being genuine or real. And sometimes us as human beings, we have to kind of put on a bit of a mask. In fact, we do it a lot. We do it a lot. We put on a mask for when we're at work. We put on a mask for difficult times. When we're meeting new people, perhaps. And it's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's a natural thing. But what it can do is it can stop us. We can get so used to that mask that we forget the value of our authenticity, the value of our genuine being. Because there is not another you. There is not another you on this entire planet. And there will never be another you. And there never has been another you. So please, I encourage you lovingly to be authentically you, to be genuinely you, as much as possible, as much as possible. And maybe more than is possible. When you think, oh, I can't be my authentic self here, why not try it? Why not try and see what happens? because it's far healthier to be disliked for who you are than to be loved for who you're not. And there's this real tendency to be something that we're not, or to try and please people. And I'm not saying go and be rude to people. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying be horrible. But if you're upset, be upset. If somebody annoys you, let them know that that they've annoyed you. Having a low tolerance for bullshit, essentially. Ah, damn it, I've sworn. This was supposed to be for kids on YouTube. Whoops. I might have to change that. Having a low tolerance for nonsense, let's say. Yeah, that's a better word. Is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And it's important that we walk this planet in the way that we were meant to. And that means you being as much you as you can possibly be, as much of the time. Now, I'm a fairly strange one, I would say. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a bit of an oddball. And so I can't be 10 out of 10 myself with people when I first meet them. That would maybe be a little bit overwhelming. However, many years ago, I might be 5 or 6 out of 10, Henry. And now I'm just moving up to 7 or 8, maybe even 9, maybe even 10 at some times, depending on the mood. And so, yeah, is there a shift that you can make that means that you can show up more authentically to other people? But also, can you show up more authentically to yourself? Can you show up more authentically to yourself? Can you be honest with yourself? Can you honestly say that you've worked as hard as you possibly can? Can you honestly say that you have been productive or loving in the way that you hope to be, in the way that you perceive yourself to be? And that's authenticity in yourself and beyond. And there's a lovely quote from Lao Tzu that I would like to share with you about authenticity as well. And I see this, certainly the first half of this, very much encompassing authenticity in its entirety. I'll read the whole quote first. So, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. It starts with thought, doesn't it? And when our thoughts match our words, and our thoughts match our actions, this is authenticity. This is authenticity. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions, for they become your habits. Watch your habits. They become your character. Watch your character. It becomes your destiny. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. And when I get to 1, I want you to open your eyes. Take your time. There's no rush. But try not to jump into anything. Try not to jump back into life. Let yourself rest in this feeling. Let yourself just be here for a while. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back to the room that you're in. Notice how your eyes take a moment to recalibrate. Mindfulness is not about this type of meditation practice. This is a great way to slow down, to switch off, to explore. But mindfulness is noticing and being present at all times, or as much as you can. So noticing things in your perceptions, noticing sounds, noticing colors, noticing sensations is a great step in the direction of living a more mindful life and really getting into the power and truth behind mindfulness. So thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure. As always, I will see you next time. Please feel free, I guess now that this is on YouTube, share or like or subscribe. One of those things. There's buttons here. You know how to do it if you want to find out more about this stuff. then reach out. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you next week. God bless. As I end the stream.